Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of what I hope will be this special playthrough of EarthBound. In the last episode we conquered our first sanctuary location, the Giant Step, recorded the melody there, as was the task put upon us by our dearly departed friend Buzz. And then not long, or rather immediately after leaving the cave, we were confronted by a police officer who was not pleased that we entered a location with do not enter signs posted, and he told us to come down to the police station later, which worked out to our advantage because we needed to speak to the police anyway about getting rid of the roadblock to Twoson, our next destination. And having accomplished all of that, and reasoning with Captain Strong, in a manner of speaking, we convinced him to open up the roadblock, and we are on our way to Twoson. So, with all that said, I hope you are in a comfortable position where you can fully enjoy tonight's episode. If you've got a warm beverage by you, an herbal tea or something other of your choosing, just before we get going, maybe just do yourself a favor and do a quick body scan. See if you're feeling any particular tension anywhere in your head or your back and legs. I know I've said that I can feel it in my jaw sometimes. Just be mindful of it, and maybe some focused breaths on it, or maybe just rubbing on it a little bit will help you to ease that tension away, and we will fully commit to just chilling and unwinding as we continue our pleasant adventure through the world of EarthBound. The music has changed. We are now in Twoson Town. You can already see the colors are a little bit different here, a little more muted. Yes, I would like you to tell us about Twoson. It's a modern hotel, a hospital, the Chaos Theater, All-Star Preschool, a nice bus station, Berglund Park. It's an odd name. East of town you'll find the peaceful Rest Valley. On the other side of the valley is Happy Village. A pizza parlor. Well, I don't think there's anything else we need to know, which is good. It sounds like she doesn't know what else to tell us. Well, let's move right along. Here's the hotel. $50 a night for a room. It was free to stay at the arcade. How about this cycle shop, though? The Puncture Cycle Shop. It's faster than walking. I would like a bicycle. They don't have any more for sale. Just rentals. Can we rent one? This person likes us and we get to rent a bike for free. We can't have more than one person on a bike. Makes sense. Can't have anything following us while we ride a bike either. Can't ride them into a cave. These all seem like fair conditions. Oh, what's this? We have summoned a photographer from the sky. Is a photographic genius. Here comes an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready. Say fuzzy pickles. It's a much different phrase than just saying cheese. And away he goes. Well, that was an interesting experience. We'll see if the pictures have a role to play later in the game. First, we're going to stop by the department store and see if there's any new gear we might find. We have a lot of money thanks to our time spent in the giant step cave. This place is much larger than the little hometown drugstore that we came from. What's happening up here? This girl wants to visit her boyfriend in Threed, but the bus won't go there. I also wonder why. This person says that teddy bears can help in battle. Which seems odd. What would teddy bears do in battle? Looks like we can buy a slingshot. And we won't need the t-ball bat anymore. Served us well. If you didn't get the Mr. Baseball cap from the clubhouse in Onett, you could at this point buy the regular baseball cap. But I believe it is inferior slightly to the Mr. Baseball cap, so it's a good thing to get that hat. And we won't worry about buying anything else. We'll move right along. Back down the escalator. And we will hang on to this money. We're gonna need it here shortly. Oh, and here's the Chaos Theater. The Runaway Five. Looks like these guys over here. Why are they hanging out outside? This is We Are the Runaway Five. They've been cheated by this theater, and they're really deep in debt. Well, that's no good. This guy seems to know. Even he knows about the girl from the preschool. Which he must be referring to Paula. She's the only rumored girl that we know about, after all. Oh, and here's Berglund Park. Let's check it out. Person says the boss of Berglund Park is Everdread. He's been tied to burglaries and kidnappings. He does sound scary. Maybe we should avoid him. Lots of people selling their wares in the park. But we want to talk to this guy. is he sells these copper bracelets, which will be an upgrade to our cheap bracelets. A significant upgrade. And in fact, they're so good that we're going to buy another one in preparation for the future. But don't worry about that for now. I believe that's all we'll need. And it looks like I maybe should have visited Frank before departing Onett. Ness needs to be healed, so we're gonna make a slight detour back to the hotel, even though I said we wouldn't go in there earlier. It's funny how quickly things can change. So we will stay the night here. Looks like we're having another dream. Paula is calling out to us in our dreams. While we're here, yeah, let's read about the news. Ghosts are in the tunnel to Threed. That may be why the bus isn't able to get through. They're too scared. This person down here has a bit of a secret. He says we're annoying. He says lots of different things. Lots of exclamations. Saying it's hot today, and then suddenly asking if it's cold. Laughs some more, but then finally tells us to go buy a juice. And hands us $50. I wouldn't recommend that you be annoying to the patrons in your local hotel just to see if they'll pay you to go away. But in this case, it did work for Ness. My finger has a tendency to slip and hit the L button. That's why it keeps popping up that text box. But now that we're rested, I think we are good to continue. But this person is up on the roof. That seems kind of odd. And he's taken notice of us. And suddenly seems to want to fight. Ah, this is Everdread. And he's already stolen a hamburger from us. It's not very nice. And he hits kind of hard too. As he continues to try to steal things from us. One of the unfortunate parts about the slingshot is that you actually are less likely to hit with it than you would with a baseball bat. But no matter. With that, Everdread is defeated. We get a level up. Ness realized the power of Paralysis Alpha. Mordred says he twisted his ankle when he jumped off the roof. But a win is a win in our book. And he seems to know that we're looking for Paula. But she's gone off to a hideout in the peaceful Rest Valley. Though a chubby boy and a person dressed in blue have kidnapped her, saying she is to be a human sacrifice. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. But she must be okay for now if she's able to communicate with us in our dreams. But still, I guess that means we had better hurry and find her. And first, how about we visit the Polestar preschool, where she is rumored to be from, see if anybody else has anything to say about it. Oh, this is Paula's mother. She's taking care of the kids. Says not to worry about Paula. She has a guardian angel, it seems. I wonder if this person is her father. No, we're not from a TV station. She's quite popular. I can't blame him for asking. Paula would only meet a boy named Ness. Well, that's us. That's who we are. Oh, he's gonna go call her for us, but we've already been told she's not here. Now he seems concerned that she is not here and asks us to come back later, which I suppose we will. There's not much else we can do here, especially since we already know that she has been kidnapped. But down here, a couple of odd houses. But specifically, we want to visit the Apple Kid. Says he's neglected doing his housework. The place has some things scattered around, but I'm sure there could be worse conditions. He says he might smell a little. It's been a while since he's bathed. We could give the guy something to eat, I believe. We have plenty of hamburgers, after all. Would we like to invest some money in his inventions? I believe there's a turn of phrase, something along the lines of a messy desk is a sign of a genius. The value of such a statement, I will leave up to you. But in this case, it happens to be true. And we will most certainly want to invest in Apple Kid. As he says, he won't let us down. We're going to ignore that trash can for now. We don't need what's in it. Speak to this mouse who is blocking the door. Who is showing us his gratitude by giving us a receiver phone. Which implies that the phone can't make outgoing calls. It's not quite as handy as a cell phone, but it can receive calls. the pizza place in Onett happens to be closed, but they're open here, and they don't sell pizza here. It's kind of odd. They only deliver. Now we have the number to the pizza place. We may call them someday. Now we're at the bus station. But you know, I'm curious about this situation with 3. Let's see why the buses can't get through the tunnel. Yes, this is the bus to Threed. He's not sure, the driver's not sure if we can get there. But the fare is only $2. Let's give it a try. And enjoy this music while we're at it. Oh boy. It does seem like there are some ghosts in the tunnel. Well, they'll never catch us. We can just outrun them, right? I see. For some reason, the bus has been turned around and we are now back in Twoson. I wouldn't like to get off here. We are quite a ways away from the station. Scratch that. I don't mind getting off here. We can explore what's down here after all. Maybe we'll find something strange, like this blue person who has attacked us. The annoying old party man. I forgot to heal, so we will do that first, just to be safe, as he grumbles about today's youth. Now, I believe in the Japanese version of this game, it is implied that he is inebriated. But in the localization process, a lot of old RPGs like this tended to have those things like that censored or otherwise removed. The slingshot is sadly missing more attacks than we would like, but it's okay. We'll get to where we need to be in the end. A present. It has a skip sandwich inside. We will take that. The skip sandwiches have the effect of giving you a little HP, but also boosting your walking speed by a fair amount for a short while. About 10 seconds, I believe, 10 or 15 seconds. But let's see here. This person says if we go to the east, we may run into trouble. Finding Peaceful Rest Valley and the Happy Happy Village are waiting for us there. And that there are UFOs in the Peaceful Rest Valley. Well, that's interesting. Another thing that I believe they changed in the Japanese version is if I recall correctly, Peaceful Rest Valley was actually called the Grateful Dead Valley, or it may just be a play on words. Maybe it was always Peaceful Rest Valley. regardless, that is our destination. So we go through a couple of caves and a walking plant, the mobile sprout. The mobile sprouts are somewhat bothersome critters, as they both have the life up skill and another skill called magnet that will drain our magic points from us, which we don't have a lot of those in the very beginning of the game, so having them stolen would not be too desirable, but as always, we would find a way to make it work. And this must be one of the UFOs we were warned about. They are fast, wily enemies. I would like to avoid them if possible, but we may encounter one just to show them off. And here's an odd sight. For some reason, a pencil-shaped iron statue has blocked our path. But we do need to get through here. Well, I guess the only choice we have for now is to head on back. We just made it out of the way of that UFO. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll have a chance to see one. No sooner than I've said it. The little UFO. These enemies can be a bit troublesome with their high speed. They tend to avoid a lot of attacks. But the trusty slingshot served us well in that battle. If you're ever in doubt, you can always use Ness's, his big psi attack. Our chillin' attack, as it were. But with that pencil statue in the way, as I said, we'll just have to go back to town and see if we can find... We're getting a phone call. It's Apple Kid. Apparently he's already finished an invention. Says to get over here as soon as we can. Well, I can think of a way to do that. How about we hop on this bicycle? Let's try that one more time without I was a little too excited. And we get this happy bicycle music. Hopefully it's not too much. I know we are approaching maybe the end, close to the end of our session. Let's see if Apple Kid's home. It looks like Orange Kid is standing outside. Well, Apple Kid is not at his house. Looks like we've attracted attention from another wandering person, a new age retro hippie. And he looks like he might be standing uncomfortably. But he comes with groovy music of his own that we heard when we faced Frank. A couple of attacks and he's back to normal. was an interesting encounter. But let's talk to Orange Kid. We are looking for Apple Kid. He says he's in Berglund Park, so we will go back to Berglund Park. And see just what this invention is. There's Apple Kid. Says he's been working all night, but the pencil eraser is ready. A machine that will eradicate all pencil-shaped figures in just 1 second. But don't use it near a shop that sells pencils. Rightfully so, Apple Kid. Rightfully so. And he'll call us if he invents something else in the future. So already our relationship with him is paying off very well. We help him and he helps us. Now with the pencil eraser in hand, we will be able to progress further into Peaceful Rest Valley. So we will make our way back there. It might be a couple too many sprouts. Well, how about this? We see 2 of them. We'll just ask them to chill, but there is that magnet attack. So a couple of mobile sprouts down, but it looks like we did manage to escape that one. Continuing on into the valley. Still trying to avoid the UFOs. Making our way back up to the pencil statue. Use the pencil eraser on it. And just like that, it is gone. We will continue just a little bit further here. Try and make a little more progress. Because Paula needs us. And if the story Buzz was telling us is to be believed in its entirety, then we will need her as well. Dodging the large tree enemies. Here, as we're closing in on the end of the video, a fine time to find our good friend a magic butterfly. A fine opportunity to just relax a little more as we are getting closer and closer to the end of this session. We won't be needing a croissant. I am, however, looking not for the bomb. However, seeing this tree enemy here, we will go ahead and take the bomb just for this encounter against the territorial oak. Now, the territorial oaks are not altogether dangerous enemies, but they are very dangerous if you encounter them as part of a group of enemies. They deal a solid amount of damage unto themselves, but the biggest threat of them is when they are defeated. They burst into flames and do a lethal amount of damage to you. But thanks to this game's very unique rolling hit point meter, all you have to do is save them for last and then quickly mash through the text so that you escape alive and not taking near as much damage. It looks like we will find the final enemy type of this area, Spinning Robo. And they are more or less larger versions of the UFO type enemy. Looks like we've been hit with a beam that causes nighttime stuffiness, giving us the cold status effect. We take a little damage each turn, and I believe it may also reduce your accuracy just a little bit. We will take care of that immediately. You can see I'm not perfectly following the intended path. We'll get sidetracked now and then, but it's okay. I more or less know our destination, and we will get there. But how about another butterfly? Yeah. Just relax a little bit. Speaking of detours, we will take one here to make sure we get that hard hat pickup. Another large improvement over our old friend, the Mr. Baseball Cap. Grab the hard hat and be on our way. Strange cabin down there. Maybe we'll visit it soon. There are snakes in this cave. They are intended at this point to teach you about the automatic victories in the game. But it looks like we've reached Happy Village at last. And the music already indicates that maybe something a little strange is going on here. But for now, we will have to save that until next time, I believe. In our continuing search for Paula. And we will see where the rest of this adventure takes us. So, as always, I hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you are more relaxed, a little more chill now. And we will continue our special playthrough of EarthBound very soon. And with nearly perfect timing, we've gotten a phone call from Dad, who suggests that we take a break. And I am inclined to agree. So, we will head to a nearby place of business, give him a call, and then formally call an end to the episode. As Dad is also thinking about going to bed for the night. We will end the game here. And it is a hard stop. So, until next time, thanks for watching.